You open it up, cross your fingers, and hit Connect Google Drive.
And you select your email address. And this time, there is no error message.
No door slamming in your face.
Right. It asks for permission to manage its own files. You click Continue, and the connection registers as successful.
Hi, this is Karthik. In this video, I am going to show you how to connect your Google Drive API to your Android app for backing up data to the drive and also to restore from the drive into your Android app. I'm not going into the details of how to implement the Google Drive API inside the app. I am just going to explain you how to link your app to the Google Drive API so that the backup and restore function will work properly. For example, here this is my app and which has a connect Google Drive button here. Before going into this, I will give a small introduction of this app, and you can find the link of this app in Play Store under the description of this video. See, this is a BillPad app which works without any inventory for making invoices and doing print of it. So this is a simple calculator like UI. For example, an item is priced of 150 into quantity is 10 and click on add. Okay. The new item will be added. Then again, another item is 20 rupees into 3. Then click on add. Okay, see, and so on. So 5 into 2, click on add. Okay. So like this, our items will be added. If you want to edit any item, you can just click like this, or you can use up and down arrows and you can just print and save. That's it. And it has a beautiful dashboard with bento UI grid and invoices, and invoice has this paper cut effect with the share option, and it has all reports like daily invoices reports, monthly report, like this. Okay, you can even print from here also. And this item name is optional here. Okay, so this is a quick way of billing for small scale users like small shops, supermarkets, I mean small kirana shops like that. Okay, next, for this I have implemented the Google Drive API for backing up and restoring of the data, so that if the user changes the phone, he can simply restore from Google Drive and continue his business without losing any data. Okay, now I will click on the connect Google Drive here, and it will show me all the emails in my phone. When I select an email to sign in, you can see Google sign in was cancelled or failed. Why? Because I did not linked my app into my Google Drive API. So for that, what you have to do is you just go to Google and search for Google Cloud. Okay, then click on console, then click on go to my console. See, if you don't have any project yet, you need to click here and select this new project button. Otherwise, you cannot do. I am already having my project here, so I am selecting it. Then click on APIs and services. And search for, or click on here, that is enable APIs and services. And here search for Drive API and click enter. So now you will see, you will get the Google Drive API here like this. Click on it. See, I have already enabled it. So I got this API enabled. For you, it will ask to enable. Just click on enable. Then you have to go to the manage screen. In manage screen, okay, click on credentials here. So here you have to select the create credentials and select auth client ID, okay, 0auth. Then select the application type, Android, iOS, like that. I am dealing with Android, so I am going to explain only about Android. Click on Android and you can name the app. My app name is BillPad, okay, and you have to give the package name, okay. For that, you go to your Gradle build.gradle file and copy the package from here, okay. Copy the package, then paste in it. Next thing is we need to get the SHA1 certificate fingerprints. See, for Android app to work, either we need to sign with a debug key or with a release key. When you click the run button here in this Android Studio, what it will do, it will sign in with a, it will sign the APK with a debug key. But in real time, when you want to upload to Play Store, you need to sign it with a release key, okay. So now we have to get the SHA1 certificate fingerprint from our release key. For that, you have to create your key file in the forefront. If you did not done it, it is very simple. Just click on build, generate signed APK or bundle, select APK or anything, okay. Then click on next. Here you will get option for create new. You just select create new and give the location of the file where it had to save it. Then give the alias password and keystore password, then click on next and generate the APK. So after this process, we will get our key file. See, in my case, I have stored my key file here, okay. This is my key file, BillPad invoice.jks, okay. This is my JKS file, that is key file. So in File Explorer, you type cmd here, okay, and you need to enter a command here. For that, I have saved the command here, and you just copy the complete command. I will give this command in the description of this video, and open the command prompt where we have saved our key file. Just right click it so that the whole command will be pasted. And what you have to change is, you have to change the name of the JKS file as per your file name, okay. For in my case, my file name is BillPad invoice.jks, okay, and alias. See, if you are confused about alias, it will be given while you are creating the APK key file. Here you can see. So this is the thing you have to remember. You should not forget this at all. If you forget this, you cannot sign the APK with the same key in the future, okay. That is the alias. And then click on enter. Now it will ask for password. You need to enter the password. While typing, it will not show anything, but the password will be entered there, and press enter. So now we got our certificate fingerprints here. You can see SHA1 and SHA256. But in our case, the important thing for us is SHA1. So select the SHA1 fingerprint, press Ctrl C on your keyboard, okay. Ctrl C on your keyboard. So it will be copied. The right click doesn't work in the command prompt. So Ctrl C. Now we'll go back to the Google Cloud Console and we will paste our SHA1 certificate here. And here there is option called verify ownership. No need to do it, just click on create it. Okay, that's it. Now no need to download any JSON file, nothing. Okay, then click on OK. Okay, now we will test whether it will works or not. For that, we need to sign the same key file. Build, click on next, click on next. Here it is because of typo. Click on next, click on create. You can see our APK has successfully compiled. Now what we have to do is we have to uninstall the APK, which because it is a debug APK, we have to uninstall it. Then we have to install this one. You can just copy the APK file into your mobile and install it, because I am using ADB command. If you don't know how to set up ADB command, you can just copy it. If you want to know how to set up ADB, you can just watch my video. The link is provided in the description. ADB space install -r app release.apk and click on enter. Okay, our app is successfully installed. Just open it. This is our BillPad app. Now we'll go to the settings. Now I'll select the connect to the Google Drive option here. Then select my email ID. And you can see earlier we got failed. Now it is asking to sign in. Click on continue. Now you can see it is successfully installed. I mean, sign into Google Drive. Now we'll test whether the backup is working or not. For that, so now what we will do, we will add an entry here. And we will save the invoice. Now we will select the backup to Google Drive option. Okay, now our data is backed up to Google Drive. Now what we will do, we will completely clear the storage here. See, before going to that, we will open our app and we'll open the data. See, we have some 300 rupees, see today's sales and monthly sales and average bill and one invoice here with the 001. I can see the time also 6:42 p.m. with the date 21st of May 2026. Now what we will do, we will clear the data of the app. So now our app has nothing in it. You can see everything 00 and no invoices. Now we'll go to the settings and I will select the connect the Google Drive because we cleared the data. So Google Connect Drive connection also lost. Now we'll click on it, sign in again. See, as we already connected once, it is simply signing in. Okay. Now we'll select the restore from Google Drive. Now we'll go back. And you can see now the invoice number has changed to the 2 because there is a one invoice already present here with the same data. Okay. I hope you understand the concept of linking the Android app to a Google Drive API for the backup and restore of the data from Android app very well. If you think my video is worth of watching, do subscribe to my channel and share my videos. This is Karthik signing off.